everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am 16 weeks pregnant with baby number 3. So we have some stuff to talk about, not a lot to talk about actually. I feel like the second trimester is always a little anticlimactic for me, but there are a few things I definitely want to talk about that I have been experiencing. Today it is just a gloomy, gross day. I don't know if you can tell by the lighting here. It's just very gloomy and foggy and rainy, and it is the perfect day for me to be wearing my cozy thread tank sweatshirt. Raising Kind Humans. Every time I wear this sweatshirt, I get so many inquiries as to where it's from. It is from a company called Thread Tank. They're actually sponsoring today's video. Normally, when we have a sponsored video on our channel, it'll be extra bonus content, but today is a regular posting day for us, and I figured you wouldn't mind because of how many times I get asked on our channel, on Instagram, where this is from and 2 other t-shirts that I have. Thread Tank is a graphic tee company. They have a ton of different designs. They not only have for women, but they also have for men too. They have some really funny like bearded ones as well. They do have a lot of like mom and dad related sayings on their shirts, but it's not only that. They have a bunch of different stuff, from silly sayings to inspirational quotes to things that are directed towards like a specific hobby, etc. They're all really good quality. They are super cozy, especially their sweatshirts. I absolutely love them. I'll stand up for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. It says Raising Kind Humans. I got it in a size large. For a size reference, I get everything in a size medium, but I got everything this time around in a size large. I will show you the other shirt that I have from them that I'm always getting inquiries about, and I will show you that later on with my baby bump. I will link them down below for you. You guys can head over into my description box and you can click that link, and if you want to save 10% on your order, you can use the code LEX10. Alrighty, let me get situated. So we are going to cover 12 weeks to 16 weeks. So 12 weeks, I was feeling better. The Eligius that I was on was working really well. I was getting my energy back a little bit. I wasn't feeling nauseous at all. And before that, weeks before that, while I was on the Eligius, I still was getting little bouts of nausea. It just was so much more manageable. But by week 12, I really wasn't experiencing nausea at all, and I kind of had a feeling that I could probably start weaning off of it. I was just a little hesitant though, because people said that they actually started getting nauseous while they were doing the weaning process, and it wasn't necessarily because they were nauseous because of pregnancy. It was because they were weaning off of the medication. So that kind of scared me, because when you are so miserable and suffering so much, and then you find something that's like preventing you from feeling terrible, and you're just like so grateful for it, but the idea of going back to like feeling that way again is just like petrifying. So I waited until week 13. Now during week 12 and 13, I feel like I was feeling a little bit of quickening, and what quickening is basically those first stages of feeling the baby move. Now that's really early, but I feel like I have felt quickening around that time for Willa's pregnancy as well, even though with Willa's pregnancy I only started feeling the baby with the week 16 to 17, which is the week that I'm in right now, or just entered. I feel like when the baby is lower in my uterus, when my uterus is smaller, I'm not really in my belly as much, where I naturally carry more weight. I feel like when I'm lower near my pelvis, I am able to sense the baby a little bit more. I feel like that part of my body is more sensitive for whatever reason. But then like as my uterus grows and the baby has more room and starts to grow and be further up in my stomach, I feel like I stop really feeling the baby, which is kind of what has happened now, which I'll get into in a little bit. But I was experiencing like a little bit of quickening, and what that kind of feels like, it's a hard thing to explain, but to me it kind of feels like a little bit of butterflies, but then also like this weird turning, rolly feeling in your belly. So it's like this new weird like, huh, that's strange. Like that's a strange feeling. So that's what I was experiencing during 12 weeks. 13 weeks, I decided let's try to get off the Eligius. So I went from taking 2 pills at night to taking 1 pill at night. Felt fabulous. Did that for 2 days. Then went down to taking no Eligius, and I did not get nauseous. I felt good, everything was great, and I haven't taken it since. I do have to say, when I went off the Eligius, I had so much energy. so it was like all my energy came back, and I think it was because naturally the unisom, whatever that word is, very large word, the unisom in it was just like making me fatigued throughout the day, but I was okay with that and got used to that because at least it didn't make me nauseous. But I feel like when I came off of it, I was like, what are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna have fun? Let's go have fun. I need work to do. I'm gonna do work. I'm gonna clean the whole house. Like, I was just like ready to go and super pumped. So that was really nice. That was a nice gift after just being so sick and so nauseous and just feeling so horrible for so long. And yeah, I was out of the first trimester. It was awesome. The way that I calculate trimesters is I take 40 weeks and I divide it by 3. And that means that 13 weeks and 3 days is the last day of my first trimester, and then 13 weeks, 4 days is the first day of my second trimester. So from that, in between that week, from 13 to 14 weeks, that is when I transitioned into the second trimester. So yeah, celebration, yay, second trimester. At 14 weeks, that is when my heartburn arrived. Now, it's not because of this. This I started after the heartburn, which surprisingly, I haven't had bad heartburn since starting to drink the lemonade. But for a while there, I was having quite the uncomfortable amount of heartburn. I always combat my heartburn with really, really good quality almond milk, nice cold glass of almond milk, and 2 Tums. It always helps me. Almond milk and 2 Tums. Tums are disgusting to me, like they're really, really gross, but I like the smoothies ones that are, I think, berry flavored. Everyone told me to get the citrus ones, and I have a big bottle of them, and they're just like not my favorite. I don't know why everyone likes those and I don't like them, but I much prefer the berry ones. So I have those, and those work really well. But yeah, heartburn just, whoo, Nelly. I don't know why, but heartburn showed up early this pregnancy. And everyone always says, yeah, baby's gonna have a lot of hair. And like, yeah, my babies had hair, but they didn't have like that much hair. Like there was no like direct correlation between like my heartburn and giving baby to like a golden retriever. This past week, 15 weeks, has been the week of anxiety for me, and it's not like my hormones are being weird and giving me anxiety. It's me being really fearful that I haven't felt the baby move at all. I haven't really been feeling pregnant at all. It's a really weird, strange time right now in pregnancy where you are not far along enough to be able to feel the baby, but you also feel really great or feel much better than you did in the first trimester. So you basically don't feel that pregnant, and you're kind of just like, am I pregnant still? Like, is there something wrong with the baby? And I thought that because I had felt Willa at 16 weeks going into 17 weeks, that hopefully I would feel the baby sooner, and I haven't been feeling the baby at all. And I think to myself like, oh, is that the baby? Did I just feel the baby? But I'm waiting to feel like some sort of significant movement, and I haven't felt it yet. And it's been really scary for me. I know it's early. I know, like, you know, don't stress, don't worry, don't psych yourself out. But it doesn't, you can say that as like a outsider watching someone, and then I can even say that to myself, and it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm still really nervous and really worried and concerned, and it scares the crud out of me. I am so in love with this baby already. I am just so attached to this baby. I've been trying my hardest to really enjoy every minute of this pregnancy because I don't know if we'll have more kids. We're both equally starting to feel like our family's complete, and I'm just trying my hardest to just take in every single bit of this pregnancy and love this baby. And it's just so scary because I just don't know yet, you know. I've been listening with my Doppler and I can find the baby's heartbeat, but they say not to go by that because the placenta can keep beating after the baby has passed, and I don't know, you know, you just start thinking these horrible things, and you just start like, your anxiety goes, and you just start, it's like a snowball effect. But so I've just had a really, I haven't had a rough week, it's not been the best week. I got really excited in the last video, in the 12-week update, at the end of the video, and I said I'm probably going to be able to sit down here next update and tell you that I started to feel the baby move, and I haven't yet, and it's just kind of like a bummer especially since that's by far my favorite part of pregnancy. My favorite part of pregnancy is to feel the baby inside of you and to watch it roll and move and you know, kick your belly and stuff like that. So I don't know. Anyway, other than that, I haven't had any symptoms. I've been trying to keep track of my weight. I've been trying to just be as healthy as I can. My last 2 pregnancies, I spent them trying my hardest to just not gain a lot of weight, and I was so hard on myself, and just it was so frustrating to me, and it took away from the pregnancy. And I'm trying to just live my life and love my baby and love my body, be grateful for what my body can do. And if I get a little pudgy, then I get a little pudgy. I'm not one of these mamas who are real skinny, who, you know, bounce back, who practically, you know, look exactly the same but just with like a little bump. Like, that's not me. I'm your girl whose hips get wider, whose arms get flappier, whose, you know, my face gets plump. Like, the first thing that goes is I'm just like, hi. That's me. So keeping it real for all those girls out there who are not like, and there is nothing wrong about being a petite woman who doesn't gain weight. And all bodies are beautiful, all bodies are capable. I'm just saying that there's not a lot of women out there on the internet right now who look like I do, and I volunteer as tribute. It is time for me to show you my baby bump. I have most definitely gained a bump. It has happened. It is here. You guys ready?
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations, oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.